Welcome to another interview for Black Business Month. I'm Benny Smith Jr. and this is an interview I'm pretty excited to do because I always want to know about this brother. I've been knowing him for quite some time now, and just seeing his transformation and seeing the great things that he's doing right now was just really inspired me from afar. I'm always watching, so I want to introduce to you all Brother Lawrence Trimble. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Seeing you come from the braids in college. You know, people don't know that we was on a dance team together for a little period of time. You probably even forgot about that.
No, I ain't forgot.
He tried to forget.
I ain't forgot.
Yeah, you know, I think we pretty much met during that time. We was on a dance team at Milliken.
Yep.
You came from Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I transitioned from, actually from Louisiana.
Louisiana?
Yep.
So you born in Chicago.
Yep.
Went to Louisiana.
Yep.
And ended up in Decatur.
Yep.
And then, so man, let's talk about that. So how was it like growing up in all the different places, then landing right here in Decatur, Illinois?
Well, so life has always been, you know, lifing over the years. Childhood was good. High school was good. College, that's when things started getting a little shaky.
Okay.
What landed me here was the transition of my mom. So she was dealing with cancer, and I was trying to get back close to her. She wouldn't let me come back to Chicago. She told me I had to land somewhere. So I had two friends that were at Milliken University.
Okay.
And the rest is history. I've been here since then.
So that's how you got here.
That's how I got here.
Your mom said, you got you're not coming back home,
Yep.
but you got to go do something and do something with your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool, man. So after college, let's say you had a great career, but in education field.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what really led you to become an entrepreneur?
So the educational system was working very well, but I always felt that it was something more in me to do something on my own. So I actually created the business plan for this business back in 2015.
Wow.
So I had started having plans to go into entrepreneurship, but when you have that steady paycheck, you know, you get accustomed to that comfortability. So
definitely that.
So after that time from 2015 up until 2023, you know, I still work for the school system, and I just felt the nudge to kind of leave.
Yeah, leave.
Yeah.
So what was that like? To actually stepping out there, thinking about it, planning it in 2015.
Yeah.
To actually stepping out in 2023.
So I'm not going to say that it was a turbulent process, and it wasn't easy either.
Yeah.
But I think that when your passion and your purpose kind of collide, then you know it's the right thing to do. So to that being said, I had already started doing some back work, some relationship building with other organizations. I had did some saving to be able to launch out. And then when the time was right, January 1st, 2023,
wow,
I was gone.
So that's your anniversary. So every first of the year, turn of the year, that's your anniversary.
Every first of the year, I'm going to celebrate the new year, and I'm going to celebrate my business anniversary all at the same time. So
tell us all, I don't think we haven't mentioned it yet. What is your business? What do you do?
Yeah, so the name of the company is NXT GEN Speakers and Consulting. It's a limited liability company, but what we do is we do speaking engagements for youth and companies. We also provide consulting services to small businesses and other organizations, educational institutions, and then we provide youth development services for any youth serving organization. So the youth development piece is a curriculum that was created by myself. It's a social and emotional learning curriculum that looks to build skills in young people to help them learn how to become more self-aware, how to have self-management strategies, and also build those skills to make the responsible decisions that they need to make.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. So where do you do these type of things? Is it in a classroom? Is it?
Yeah, it's multiple places. So right now, I've been fortunate enough to work with the state of Illinois.
Okay.
And so what I do currently is I go into the juvenile detention centers, and I work with the young men, specifically at Harrisburg Youth Center right now.
Okay.
And I go in every week. So I drive 3 hours there and 3 hours back every Wednesday. And it's been very, very rewarding because we've been working on mindset, having a growth mindset, having a wise mind, and I'm not going to get into the details of what that is.
Right.
We've been talking about how to deal with their traumas, how to deal with negativity that comes at them. And it's been very, very rewarding. A lot of the young men are grabbing hold to it. They gave me a nickname. I can't say it on air.
I'm sure it's hilarious.
But, you know, building those relationships with those kids have been it's been a really, really good experience.
Yeah. So you mentioned you working for the state of Illinois, or with the state of Illinois, right?
Yep.
So that means they gave you a contract.
Absolutely.
So how does that feel now? Now that you get contracts now instead of paychecks?
It's different. It has really taught me how to manage money. But also from the entrepreneurial standpoint, you know, it shows you that every cent that you make is not really yours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people get accustomed to, okay, money in, money out, you know? So when I look at my contracts, really, I pay myself a salary out of my contract.
Right.
I still have to have health insurance. I still have to save for retirement. And that is on me now.
Yeah.
I got accustomed to the organization doing it for me. Yeah. But now it's on me. So really building that skill set of money management, but I will say it's much more rewarding to know that I'm the one signing my own paycheck. You know what I'm saying? That is a good thing. But I love the contract amount because, you know, it allows me to recognize that, you know, essentially through my negotiation power, I can tell them how much I want to make. If that makes sense. No, so I have a little bit more authority. When you work for organizations, generally they tell you how much that they're going to be able to pay you. But when you're negotiating contracts, it's them paying you for your skill set. Exactly. So I have a little bit more leverage now than when I worked for any institution. So it's a very, very rewarding process to sit at the table with individuals who you may consider, you know, more big wigs than you, but they're paying you for your service, instead of you asking them, you know, or fitting into their system. You know what I'm saying? So it's rewarding, man.
Yeah, now you one of the big wigs at that table.
You can say that.
Yeah, man. So I mean, so you got the Next Gen, but before Next Gen even started, I should say, you wrote some books.
Oh yeah, man. You know, and it's crazy when you think about it. I've kind of been doing the entrepreneurship thing as I was working for, you know, the organization that I worked for. But yeah, I had my own public. I still do publishing a little bit, but I have my own publishing company. I was already doing some consulting on the side, just not full scale like I'm doing now. But yeah, I've written 4 books. I've published about 4 or 5 books for people. So I've been working in this entrepreneur space for a while. I mean, you know, I'm the owner of a church.
Yes,
you
definitely.
So the business side has already been working. It was just a step of faith to just go full force. Yeah. And really believing in my ability to be able to, you know, have the power to create wealth for myself and not depend on somebody else. Right. You know.
Yeah, he's talked about owning a church. You know, you are the pastor, but one good thing about it is you own the actual building.
Yes.
That that the church is housed in. Yeah. So with being a property owner, like now you got all these. You wear a lot of hats. How do you juggle all this stuff?
Well, it's nice little iPhone here, and you know, I try to stay managed and I prioritize. So Wednesdays and Thursdays are my Next Gen day. I dedicate Tuesdays to church stuff, church business. So that's my entrepreneur side. And then Fridays I take that day off. So that's my home day. You know, I basically just do whatever I have to do around the house. And Mondays is kind of like a flexible day. So I can do, like today earlier I had meetings for Next Gen. I'm here now for Next Gen. Yeah. But this afternoon, you know, I'm just prepping for tomorrow. So that flexibility that ability to be flexible has allowed me to kind of create my own schedule. And so I've earmarked certain days because if I don't, in the beginning it was difficult because I was all over the place. So now I'm just kind of like, okay, let me just get myself in some type of sync, because I don't have a regular office right now. I'm working from home. That's good, and it's also dangerous. Because when you're at home, you can just get into doing things for home. You know, if you don't set your, because
you're already in your pajamas, you can start working, so you might get to being a little lazy. You get on the working on your laptop, you sit on your couch. Next thing you know, you're watching TV for 2 hours.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. So, you know, I've just kind of tried to build this little particular schedule for myself.
And that's good. Always staying on the schedule and keeping everything on point, man. What's next for you? You're doing a lot of things. I see you're also out here traveling more. You're speaking more with the, you know, on the church side, as far as you being a pastor. What is that experience like, traveling around and actually giving the word of God?
It's interesting because I've been doing it. But see, any speaking engagement goes under my business now. So generally it'll be a nice, you know, honorarium or what have you, but that's now part of Next Gen. Because Next Gen, part of it is a speaking speaking organization. So it's been very interesting to go speak to a church. I've been speaking at schools also. And to do that process is interesting because I'm getting the opportunity to meet more people, build more relationships, and just impart that seed of hope or encouragement or motivation that those young people or adults need, you know, just to feel that empowerment to keep moving forward. So that's been kind of good too, because like I say, this flexibility in time has allowed me to be able to do things that I've always been wanting to do.
Oh, that's right.
And now I have the opportunity. So instead of declining and saying, no, I can't make it, I can say, oh, I can fit you in this day. And I'm just like, oh, you know, I don't, you know, I can't say that I'll never work for an organization again, but man, it'll be hard for me to go back.
It'll be hard to go back
to a regular 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's just hard. You know, once you took that step of faith on yourself, it's really like all or nothing. But then when you go back, it's like, but there's certain things you don't want to hear anymore from certain people, you know, because like, you know how to manage your own time now. You know how to manage yourself. I know how to create my own way and paycheck. What am I listening to you for again? Especially when you're trying to treat me wrong. You know, but like, I guess working for somebody, you know, if it was like a partnership, that's kind of how I like to see it now. You know, I wouldn't really be a W-2 employee for anybody, but a good partnership that made sense and I had some input and they treated me like a person. You know, I'll probably consider it a situation. I call it a situation because I don't know what to call it. I don't know if they even have jobs like that. They let you just do what you want to do.
But you're doing it. You're doing exactly what, you know, what you're talking about, because I say I'm no longer forced to somebody else's table. I create the table. You know what I'm saying? And for me, that's what entrepreneurship is about. It's about creating tables where your voice matters. You know, it's and even if you're invited to the table, they already know that your voice matters. So that's why you're invited. Because they know that you have a piece of expertise that will help, whether it's a committee or you know, whatever the case may be. So I feel for me in this business space, you know, I hope to have a partner that comes into Next Gen that can help expand the business. You know, this is eight months, almost 9 months now. So September 1st would be 9 months in. I've learned a lot in these 9 months, but you know, I think in order to expand, I know that there's somebody out there that has more expertise than me, especially in the speaking area. How to, you know, leverage clients a little bit better than what I'm doing. I've just been blessed to have some amazing relationships, but I would definitely want to grow to have that partnership piece, because I think that bringing someone else in can just help explode the business even more.
Definitely that.
So I'm with you on that. Like, you know, I definitely, but at the end of the day, whoever we're in collaboration with, they're not finna X my voice out.
Yeah, they can't X you out. They can't X you out. That's the thing, man. So are you client-wise, do you help people with public speaking? Are you looking for other people to come in and speak at different engagements?
Yeah. So I try. So that's one of the things, the ebbs and flows of entrepreneurship. I tried to do a speakers academy. Didn't get a lot of feedback from that. So, that was just my opportunity to put myself out there a lot more so people can really see how I speak in different settings. So in the church setting, in the school setting, in the business setting, so that they know what they will be getting from me. Some people don't know me as a speaker. So I will eventually come back to doing a speakers academy so that anybody that wants to hone in and develop their public speaking skills, presentation skills, how to do a pitch type of deal, I'll bring that back out eventually. But right now, I'm just gonna work from the intentional space, to allow people to see it, and then say, okay, let me hone in on his skill level. You got to build it first. You kind of more or less got to showcase what you're doing, and then it'll come back. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing it exactly right. So if anybody wanted to contact Next Gen, how do they do that, and how do they get them books, man? Yeah, so you can, first of all, you can get the books on Amazon.com. You just type in my name, Lawrence Trimble, and my books will come up. You can contact me through Facebook. Next Gen has a Facebook page, Instagram page, or with all of the contact information. Or you can reach us on the website, www.nextgenspeakersllc.com.
All right, man. Anything else you want to say before you get up out of here?
No. I do want to say something. Anyone that's interested in going into entrepreneurship, always count the costs, but move in faith also.
That's it. Move in faith and count the costs. You got to know the numbers. And it is about the numbers. Thank you, Brother Lawrence, for coming in here today, man. You'll see more. Please tell your wife to come on. I know she got some things that she needs to share as well.
She will be on here.
Yeah, and I want to really bring you both on one time to talk to you together. Just about how is it balancing, from being young love, right, and growing up to actually being married, but now both of you are entrepreneurs. Both of you got businesses. Both of you are successful in your own right. So I just think that'll be an interesting conversation. So, man, talk to her and see if you can get her to come over here sometime.
Let's do it. We'll get it done.
All right, man. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Y'all stay tuned. Thanks for watching.